Hello everyone, this is Professor Reha. Just a quick kind of trigger warning. This particular episode very suddenly and briefly goes into some pretty serious topics, so if you're going through a mentally difficult time involving hurting yourself in some way, just be warned that this very briefly but very suddenly gets into that. I just wanted to let you know. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to AI the Somnium Files. Here we are with the gold safe. We already knew where we were going, we already knew what we were doing, so I just went on ahead and skipped all the previous stuff because you all know what it is. You've all seen it before, presumably. So here we are. Let's see what's in the gold safe.
So bright!
What secrets are you hiding here in the gold safe? This is about Kizzy.
That was beautiful. Kizzy's dance cleansed my heart. Kizzy, I became a locksmith. I'm gonna work a clean and honest job. I'll wait however long I need to. My feelings won't change.
So, the question is, what happened?
This time it's a memory with Kizuna.
Leon has been faithful to Kizzy for a long time.
Ah, the bribe money.
This is a stack of cash?
This is from GGA.
Leon, I cannot be with you anymore. That is what I mean. Goodbye.
Why? Wait, Kizzy!
Honestly, though, the dude cannot catch a break.
Not worthy of her. I couldn't protect her back then.
Ah, that's what it's about from his side.
This is what we saw in the wink sink. The explosion from 6 years ago.
He's really regretting it. It wasn't even his fault.
I'm trash. I can't fly. I don't deserve to live.
He's taking this really hard.
Huh? What's going on?
That's the level from the...
Must
No,
be
it's
linked
a
to Leon's
reference
mental
to the
state.
explosion.
Mizuki, we need to do something for him. Quickly!
Well, we've only got one option. And one timing.
There. Is this?
A time capsule. With
With
this,
a timer on it.
this is their time capsule.
There is a dial. The numbers on it range from 1 to 12. I suppose you open it by turning the dial.
Turn clockwise. Let's go ahead and apply the timing just for kicks. There's really not going to be much left of the Somnium at this point.
It turned 6 times and it stopped.
And inside,
The slippers.
the glass slippers that Leon gave to Kizzy.
Which honestly was a really smart choice by him. He's very perceptive, which shouldn't surprise anyone considering his former career.
His feelings for Kizuna have not wavered. They are still true.
I'm not worthy.
Leon, you were both so happy, laughing with each other before. Get yourself together. How long are you gonna be like this?
That wasn't the thing to say.
What is this?
You weren't my intended target, but I'm sorry. It appears you'll be my sacrifice.
Interesting.
Stop! Don't do it!
Leon!
Oh good, you're okay.
I mean,
I'm
technically it's a
sorry.
dream.
I'm sorry, Kizzy. That was scary, huh? Are you hurt? I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you.
Is that a heart?
Maybe it symbolizes Leon's love. Leon, do you want to just give up?
That's interesting. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? Three
A key?
keys with
To
two
what?
locks.
Confidence, Kizuna, future.
That's interesting.
You think this is love? You are pitiful. You criminal. You never liked me. And you never will.
Is that Chieda? I can't quite recognize the voice.
Damn!
Iba, use that key.
That's vague. What key are we talking about? Confidence key.
Be confident, Leon. Your lockpicking talent
That's
is
not what I was
extraordinary.
talking about in terms of confidence. But we could be applying this to locksmithing. Yeah, that was a mistake.
But that talent led me to a life of crime.
This key isn't working.
That's because that wasn't what I was thinking when I was thinking
Leon,
about...
you may have been a criminal in the past, but you paid for your crimes. You cannot be held prisoner by your past. What's important is the future.
That's more along the lines of what I was thinking with the future key. The confidence key totally was not where I was going with that mentally.
I committed a crime. I can't change that fact. But I decided I'm gonna live a clean life from now on. I'm going to make my future.
What are you doing? You're useless trash.
Now we're definitely with Chikara.
You're drinking fearful of uncut.
Iba, the next key.
Confidence. It's gotta work, right?
Leon, you're a genius when it comes to opening locks. Think of how many people you've helped with your skill.
That's
Be
a bit
confident.
more what I was thinking, but not quite. The expression on his face
Yeah.
changing so
I
completely.
should make something out of this talent. I'll live a good life. I'm gonna help people who need locks opened.
Well, at least this isn't a choice.
You couldn't protect the person most important to you.
Ah, this is himself. Alright, so the figure is changing between three different people.
You have no right to be by his side.
Mizuki!
This is the last key.
Yes, we didn't need a event for that. That was
Leon,
that should have been
Are you
automatic.
trying to make me cheer you up?
What?
You probably want me to say, it's okay, Leon. Kizuna loves you too. If so, you truly are a weak man.
Hey, Iba.
No!
She's not
let
wrong.
Me talk.
She's not wrong. He's
Leon,
looking for really basic
You believe you
reassurance.
failed? You believe you couldn't protect the person most precious to you? Then you try again. You protect her again. You keep trying until the day you die. You're not worthy of Kizuna? Then become a man worthy of her. If you are going to pity yourself and give up your dreams at the slightest obstacle, then I suppose you really don't care about your life or Kizuna's.
That's not...
And Iba's correct here.
The last key is inside you. I am not going to open it. It has to be you.
No matter what happens, no matter what people say, Kizuna, I love her!
And Iba is correct there. This is a relatively minor obstacle in the scheme of things.
Yeah, that's right. That's
He does have to figure out exactly why she broke up with him, though. Which is something he has to talk to her about really honestly.
Look, Kizzy! My feelings for you can make me fly! Even if you can't walk or dance, I will become your wings! I was born to protect you, I'm sure of it! And no matter what hardships lie ahead, I will protect our bond. I will protect you for all eternity!
I have to confess that the giant Kizuna in the sky is kind of disturbing.
A happy ending.
I find that mildly bothersome.
Wait, what about information on the HB case?
Well, it is a sinker's job to get close to the heart.
Well, if he's happy, he might be more
don't
willing
even
to
know what
share
to
the
say.
information that we need. Which is hopefully the roundabout way to achieving the same goal. Also, in this timeline, theoretically speaking, Gen won't be killed. Which is nice. Or maybe not. Maybe I spoke too soon. Excuse me?
Spill it already! I know you saw something that has to do with the case. That's what I would be yelling at you.
Mizuki, that's exactly what you yelled at him.
After seeing the Somnium, my game is a little off.
Somnium?
I looked into your dreams, Leon, using a special
I
device.
saw your soul, Leon, and it was okay.
All I saw in there was, I love Kizzy! Kizzy, I love you! That's it. Nothing important.
Huh. Leon, you're different.
Normally in Insomnia, you can see a person's true colors, who they really are. But you were different, Leon. Who you are on the outside is exactly who you are on the inside.
Yeah, no, that is something that I haven't actually talked about. He is an open book here, which is kind of odd considering his criminal past, but yeah.
So, can you let me go? Now you know that I have nothing to hide, right?
Well,
Like
not
I said,
quite.
I didn't see anything. There has to be a mistake.
No, you saw something. I know what you saw. Just not in this timeline.
Fine, let's hold off on what you saw earlier, but I do have a favor to ask.
You want me to pick that lock? But I said I'm not gonna do that. I already told you. I'm not unlocking anything for anyone anymore.
No matter what?
Yeah.
What if I told you I'll give you a whole photo album of Kizzy?
Nah.
In order to access the staircase,
Yes, the
we need
staircase.
Leon's skills.
I can't get a warrant. It's a pain in the ass and it'll take too long.
It would also cause too much of a disturbance to destroy the door with heavy machinery. We need to keep this simple and quiet.
So we need to convince Leon.
Correct.
We are reestablishing information we already knew. Just
From
saying
who?
out loud.
I do not recognize the number. I cannot say.
Answer it.
Connect me.
Oh,
You.
how did you get this
We
number?
don't have time. I'll keep it short.
Due to an improvement made a few years ago, the words in the singer's brain can be converted into voice data and sent via phone line, which is why Leon couldn't hear Mizuki words this time. Oh.
I just sent you something. It's not fake. This is a real video. Trust me. Goodbye.
Alright, so the plot is thickening very rapidly.
What's with her?
I don't know. But I have the video. I'm opening it.
I want to know how she got the... How did she get this video?
Father! How could you do this?
There's nothing wrong with a parent caring for a child. If you continue to protest, I will force the issue. He's an ex-convict. You don't know what he's capable of. With a snap of my fingers, I could get him arrested again.
No!
Kizuna, think about it. This is what's best for the both of you.
How did she... No, I'm not going to ask that because she knows
What
her way
was
around
that?
there.
Unknown, but it looked similar to a wink sync.
Okay, putting aside the masked woman part, let's just say the video is real.
It seemed to be Kizuna being threatened by her father, Richie, to break up with Leon.
But that's so mean.
Hey, you've been quiet a long time.
Leon, listen.
Hold on, Mizuki. Don't tell him about the video. We may be able to use it as a bargaining chip.
Interesting.
Okay. Leon,
I have come across certain
if you agree
information.
to my favor, I'll share something you will really want to know.
Something I'd want to know.
Yeah, it's about Kizzy.
Let's see if that worked, but that's kind of a strange thing. Oh, it worked. Okay. I personally wouldn't have
This is
gone for that.
totally crazy. The cathedral is completely rebuilt.
I must confess I'm surprised.
6 years is enough time for that.
With Nye's finances, that is.
Kind of bold of them to rebuild
So,
it. They
what are we
added
doing
lights.
here?
Ah. Well,
I saw the door back here. It's kind of hard to see there. Sand. Thank you.
oh, I never thanked you.
Thanked me?
You opened the staircase locks.
Oh, that? That's no big deal. For me, it's like opening a pickle jar.
Ah, I see.
That's a really impressive double brag there.
There should be a hidden safe around here. I came here to look for it.
Is there hidden treasure?
If there is, we'll split it 50-50. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a file. It might be a big lead.
A file?
Yeah.
And like I promised, I'll tell you that thing I was talking about.
Oh yeah! I almost forgot.
This guy is an airhead.
You
Yeah,
were
but he's a
talking
nice
about
airhead.
breaking up with Kizzy at the park earlier, right?
Yeah?
What if everything she said was an act? A lie?
She didn't mean it?
Right, she was lying to you. But she had to.
What? Why?
Well, her father...
If you continue to protest, I will force the issue. With a snap of my fingers, I could get him arrested again.
Seriously? Ricci said that?
Yeah, so basically she had to lie to protect you.
Yeah. Kizzy.
Isn't that a relief?
Yeah, but it hurts me to think about what went through her head when she said that stuff.
That is very considerate of him.
But I guess I should be happy. Yeah!
Huh.
I am having a very difficult time understanding his type.
He's very straightforward. And it's a beautiful thing. I wish more people were like that.
Anyway, where's this safe?
Hold on, let me look.
Should I help too?
No, it's fine. I can just use my superpowers.
Your what?
Just hold on a second.
I was gonna say, it's clearly in here. There's the other
What?
half of that body.
That's... Mizuki,
I know. Hiya! This is...
You've gotta be kidding.
Poor Leon, he's been finding this body. There's, yep, the other half of that body. Wait a minute.
I do not know who this is, but
They're another victim of the HB case.
That's not the right half of the body we saw in the freezer, is it? This body is bald. The other half is not. Wait a minute. Unless we're just looking at it from the wrong angle. No. Poor Leon, he's been finding half bodies all over the place. Guy can't get away from them. He'll probably have trauma. Every time he turns around, there's half a corpse somewhere.
that face. Synthetic skin made from chitin, often used for skin transplants for burn
Oh, it is the
patients.
same body.
So there's no way of telling who this person really is by their face.
That mark on the other half of the body must be a burn wound.
At the very least, it appears that terror got to
Interesting.
them.
So who is
The
it?
cut section is identical to the other victims.
Which would mean this person was in the Horodori Institute basement too.
That would be the case. Estimated time of death is February 10th, 12 o'clock.
That's when...
Yes, Jin's left half that was found at the stadium had the same estimated time of death.
Okay, so he sliced the two of them at the same time and kept this body on ice somehow.
Damn. I have no idea what's going on. All of this is totally beyond me.
I am also at a loss, but it is our job to make the incomprehensible
Also-
comprehensible.
This is an interesting place to hide half a body, considering that Terror has always been placing these half bodies in places where they can be discovered, rather intentionally. Now, knowing that this was literally sealed inside of this altar, that means that it was intended for either Date or Mizuki. I'm not really sure at this point that Terror planned for Mizuki. But for somebody to find this, and at this particular point, since the only people who could have found this would have been Date or Mizuki, this is rather eyebrow-raising.
What do we need
I'm not
to do
sure
to
what to do with this
accomplish that?
information, but it is interesting to note.
Find leads?
What is the biggest lead that we have right now?
We have half a body.
That's,
Guess
Show 'em.
whatever she was looking at was really important. Something she didn't want anyone to know.
So they swapped the
Tokiko's
file.
We should look through it now. That is the reason we came here.
Where
after
is
all.
this file? Yeah, there's no... Yeah, no wonder. Like I said, he's been continuously turning up bodies all over the place. There's the safe.
it's a hidden safe.
Just as Shoma said.
The safe is in the wall.
Is there some kind of mechanism that slides the safe into the wall?
Like what?
A switch? A button?
Like in
an input
Tokiko's
device?
office. Check the torches. Or just break it.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was getting really annoying, so...
What? Do you smash apart Rubik's Cubes to rearrange the colors?
Whatever, it worked, didn't it?
Escape room operators would hate you.
In any case,
The
even
secret to
I don't
escape
think I
rooms.
can get this safe open.
Then...
Right. Hey, Leon.
Poor traumatized Leon.
Got it.
I'm sorry, Leon. You didn't deserve any of this. You're a bit wacky,
It's
but...
open.
There it is.
That the file you were talking about?
Probably.
I'm glad I could help, but I do not want to know what's inside. I
That's
don't wanna get
understandable.
involved
No,
in
I
any
feel
more
that.
trouble.
You're clean. You're alright. You're out of this. I think that's about all we're gonna need you for at this point. I could be
Now,
wrong, but...
Mizuki,
Yeah?
it is a printout from a PC. It begins like this. Everything is here for the Freyer. Tokiko Shigure.
So Tokiko wrote this?
Yes.
What does she mean by Freyer?
Unknown.
She
Let's
was
keep reading
preparing
it.
everything for her son, Terror. She was just laying down the groundwork.
Tumors on the right side of the body. I only discovered these symptoms when he was 5 years old.
Okay.
He was taken by the Furue family, yes. But he is my son. I spend all my days thinking about ways to save him. Then, Shikara reached out to me with a way to save Jin. When I first heard his idea, I was mortified and angry. His plan was this: kidnap a child with DNA as close as possible to Jin's, and transplant their organs as needed. The very idea made me tremble with fear and trepidation.
Ah,
But thinking about my son, I reluctantly agreed.
the missing child.
Shikara began traveling the country to collect DNA samples from children in orphanages. After a while, he found a child with the exact same genotype as Jin.
And that's who's been
Uru
kept there.
Samazuki.
Yep.
He was 6 years old and held at Iowan. Late at night, Shikara and I broke into the facility, shot him with tranquilizers.
Just
We
you
took
two?
him
You didn't
away.
use flunkies for this?
The transplants happened
Interesting.
for years, more than a decade. From Uru's right half to Jin's right half, and ultimately, the right half of his face as well. All the while, Uru was under Chikara's complete control. He was held captive in the basement of the Institute, like an animal raised solely to be Jin's donor. I went to go see Uru many times. It may sound hypocritical or contradictory.
No, I can understand that.
But
You
I
have a
felt
son
sorry
yourself,
for
so
him.
you would feel sympathy for children of approximately the same age, which, based on what I'm hearing, Uru had to have been.
Uru desired my love and attention. He looked
Especially
up
when
to
he
me.
appeals to the motherly instincts that you initially would have had for Jin, but you can't actually give to Jin, so instead you transferred them to Uru.
Even though he knew I was one of his kidnappers. I told him about the teachings of knives. This world is not real. And therefore, your pain is not real either. That is what I bestowed upon him. His eyes sparkled with intensity as he listened. He wanted to be useful to me one day, so he began studying. Over time, my doubts and guilts rose up inside me. Suicidal ideation became impossible to resist.
Ah, okay.
One fateful day, I slit my wrists with the intention of ending my life. Fortunately or unfortunately, I failed. I wavered between life and death, but eventually recovered. And I was blessed with a revelation. This world is only a simulation. I,
You
of
snapped,
course, already
basically.
knew this truth, as it was central to Nai's teachings. But in that moment, I truly understood the meaning behind those words. As I learned
went
of the
from
great
just a believer to a
deception that
fanatical
is this
devotee.
world, I lost all emotion.
Got it. Scan complete. I have already processed everything written there.
Thanks. But why did you show up all of a sudden?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
Fair. Now, the question we have to ask ourselves, alright, so now we know who the half-body is. That's Uru. Or Uru's body. The question is, which one's the real Jin at this point? Can you really say one or the other is the real Jin or the real Uru? Right? This half-body here. That's the right half with the skin transplant. That's Uru. It's Uru's body. That's the right half that they've been taking the innards out of. So did they originally use the slicer for this transfer?
That body was not a part of the HB case. It was already in the basement. Chikara must have been experimenting with different procedures before deciding on organ transplants. Therefore...
I don't know, like cutting two bodies in half right down the middle, and then you combine the left half of one with the right half
Like in
of the other.
Chikara's, like I said this before, like Chikara's Somnium when we first went in there.
Combining bodies.
Yes, it seems Chikara was attempting to combine the donor's right half with Jin's left half, which is why there are two slicing machines.
How would that even work?
It wouldn't, which is why he came up with the organ transplant idea, which...
Oops. Yes. His idea failed, but he had already completed all of the construction, so it had just been waiting there, sitting around doing nothing until Jin Furue came along and used it.
Right. The tumors appeared on the skin as well. Ultimately, it reached the right half of Jin's face. When I say right half, I mean from Jin's perspective. The tumors covered the whole right side of his face. Those were all removed. And afterward, the skin of the right half of Uru's face was transplanted onto Jin.
Interesting.
The left half of Jin's face had a unique percent-shaped mark.
So the body in the freezer... Okay, nope, I get it. It clicks. Okay, so the body in the freezer and this half... Well, the half body in the freezer, that is the left half of the original Jin Furue's body. That is the original Jin Furue. With the percent-shaped mark on his cheek. Which I think they actually... Now that I'm thinking about it, I think they mentioned it before, I just forgot. And then this is the right half of the original Jin Furue with the removed tumors and the skin transplant. Which means that the Jin Furue we've been talking about is theoretically Uru.
After Chikara left Nai's, he became a follower of the cult called the Order of Percent. To them, the percent mark had a special meaning.
The mark of percent is a voice of the Creator.
Chikara would not dare remove such a sacred mark from Jin's face, which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched. Within the file were photos of Jin Furue and Uru Samazuki before the transplant. This is what Jin Furue looked like.
What?
I understand you want to say something, but please let me continue. Next is Uru. This is what Uru looked like.
What?
Uru took Jin's place. Or vice versa.
Okay. I don't get any of this.
I understand you are confused, so allow me to condense the information. After the transplant, Jin looked like this.
Jin looked like Uru.
The right half of his face was Uru's. The left half was the original.
Untouched to preserve the percent mark.
What happened to Uru after he lost the right side of his face?
The part of his face that he lost was then covered by a chitinous material, a a synthetic skin.
Artificial skin?
Correct. The corpse is
interesting.
Uru Somizuki.
How can that be?
Technically, half of Uru Somizuki.
Where is the other half?
You already know.
The left half of the corpse at the stadium on the 10th.
Yep.
That was Uru too?
Yes. And of course, 6 years ago on February 10th, the body found at Devaita was Jin Furue's right half. So, this and this are two different people. It is easy to understand why the mistake of thinking they were the same person was made. Their faces are identical.
Well, technically, their face came from the same original
Besides
person.
the fact that they are mirror images. But that is not the only reason. When the body was found at the stadium,
But then that begs the question. All right, so that I understand. We have Uru complete now, but we also have a complete dead Jin Furue. So who is Terror really? Because technically speaking, he couldn't be either of these two because he's got the complete original Jin body, theoretically, if this is all to be believed. But that does not make sense because both of them are dead. So who is the Terror really?
the DNA sample used for comparison was DNA taken from Jin's organs. The corpse had lost almost all of its blood, and the body was extraordinarily
That was why it
damaged
was
by
so
fire.
necessary for that to happen.
Therefore, the DNA samples had to be taken from the organs found at the scene, and because those were originally taken from Uru, it of course follows that they match.
That's how the two bodies were determined to be the same
That's
person.
why this half was left, and that's also why there's such a serious time gap, is because they are actually different people. One was alive for a normal amount of time, and the other one
Yes.
was dead. Interesting.
Edited by using a mirror image
Yeah,
of the
that
right
was.
side
I
of
kind of
his
figured
face.
that one.
Jin never appeared publicly. The photos were all provided by him.
That was easy. Yeah.
As indicated in the file, Jin Furue was Tokiko Shigure's son, and his father was...
Chikara.
37 years ago, when Tokiko was 23, she became pregnant with this child.
So the child the masked woman was talking about was Jin.
We already knew that though.
Now we know who Terror is.
No, we don't. Because Jin Furue is
The diary
theoretically
in
dead
the
too.
basement of Horridori Institute. Terror definitely wrote it.
It was Uru being kept there.
Terror was Uru.
Undoubtedly.
Except
Uru is...
dead.
Yes. He is no longer alive.
Uru died February 10th this year. What about the other victims? Who killed them?
Unknown.
There's something else we're missing. We're missing some piece of information. Somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we're missing it. Either I'm forgetting something, or I just don't have it. I'm betting I'm forgetting something, though. That seems the more likely possibility
Lian!
here.
Kizzy!
What is going on here, Big Sis? I answered your call. That is why I am here. But I did not know he would be here.
Lian...
I know. Kizzy, I heard what your dad said, but I've cleaned up. I'm not gonna do anything bad anymore. I won't go to jail. Please. Don't worry.
My father will never forgive you. What will
cares?
you do about that?
I want to be your legs, Kizzy. And your wings. Let's use those wings and run away together. We can fly as high and as far as we want, to the ends of the earth.
So you want to elope with me?
Yes, that's right.
Bold move, my guy.
Kizzy, I'm gonna make you happy. I will never make you cry. I'll keep a smile on your face every day.
But what about your happiness? You being with me is going to take away your freedom.
No, that's not true. Being with you makes me happy. With you, I can fly. Let's go, Kizzy.
Just do it. I mean, he's a bit nuts, but go for it.
Lian, I understand.
His
Please.
introduction was weird,
Take
and
me
I'm
with
still
you.
a little uncomfortable about that, but
Higher, farther, to the ends of the earth.
Of course.
Lian! What
My
are
man.
you doing?
You know how dogs sometimes get so excited they
That's
pee?
not a good analogy,
It's
Lee.
kind of like that.
What?
That's... no, my
Well,
guy.
Let's begin. Start the music!
Oh, no. Oh no. Really?
Death and gum on my way to the station. The crowd squeezes out my frustration. Now I'm taking heat in the classroom.
I gotta admit, he's not bad at the whole dancing thing.
In the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles.
What the heck was that?
Online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh, my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my own.
I'm gonna be very sick of this song by the time this game ends.
Let's go. Lonely girls across the world, let's wake up and fight. Worlds
Can we talk about the fact that her lips aren't moving for this? See, his mouth is open, hers is open. His in his mouth has remained closed this whole time. Interesting, so she can move her legs. It's just that they don't... What is it, just the nerves? Didn't they say it was nerve damage earlier? I'm not sure, I can't quite remember.
You truly are too good to me.
Huh? Did you say something really nice just now?
Don't question it, Leon.
No, I was just making fun of how simple you are.
Hey!
Well, I'm glad everything worked out. Happily ever after. Case closed.
I don't know about that. I don't think this is all so simple.
It's not.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We still haven't solved the HB case completely.
That is not what I mean. There is a group of people on their way here.
Oh,
What?
that's exciting.
They will be here shortly.
How shortly?
Let's see. Another 2 seconds.
I hear weaponry. Why? Who are they? Oh. Alright. What?
There they are.
The girl's there too.
Mr. Chieda said to get her back. Don't hurt her.
What about the guy and the other girl?
Okay.
Can we kill them?
He didn't say no killing.
That makes things easier.
Who are these guys?
I believe Ricci hired them.
Jeez, way to ruin the mood. Get back, you two. I'll take care of them. Leon, protect Kizzy.
Got it. They'll have to take Kizzy over my cold dead body.
This, I suspect, isn't going to work out too well.
They vanished.
What is this? Oh.
You?
I was just passing by.
No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
Mizuki, they're using optical camouflage. Use thermo mode.
Right. I can see their body
How do you know about
signatures.
thermo mode?
Wait, how did you know that?
I guess.
No, you didn't. Oh, hold up. That's my bike. Could you at least ask?
Mizuki, I think you have it wrong.
What do you mean?
I got it on the internet.
Ugh.
Anyway. Let's go.
Hold up. I'm not sure that you're who I think you... no, let me rephrase that. I know who you are. I'm not sure how. That's interesting. So that's... Mizuki. From somewhere. But why and how? This is the only way she'd know about thermo mode. Have the pipe, have the... Oh! Have the pipe, have the bike. It matches up too closely. It's the same pipe. Now, I don't think that there's going to be copies of the pipe. Oh, wait, hold on. I wasn't prepared for multiples. There we go. Oh, hold on. There we go. Good thing I have modestly impressive reflexes.
Who are these chicks? The bitch Avengers or something?
Stronger than Black Widow. That's for sure.
I was not expecting that reference, to be honest.
Let's get out of here.
Black Window? Now, can we address the fact that basically this is a second Mizuki?
Thanks. You helped me out again.
No, don't worry about it.
So, what's going on here?
Unless it's a clone. That still wouldn't explain the pipe and the bike.
Guess it's time to let the cat out of the bag. The NASA glue loses its hold over time.
Big sis?
Nice seeing you again, Kizuna.
Quartz?
Please stop calling me that. Hold on. I'm trying to process this. Kizzy and Lian? You know her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew she was the
stuff
big sis, but I'm still not quite sure how this works.
Stuff happened? Fine. Whatever. I'll think about it later. What I want to know is your face. We can talk about it all later. More importantly, Kizzy and Lian, you need to get out of here. Those guys might come back with reinforcements.
Oh, right.
You can use my bike. There's a helmet under the seat. The keys are still in the ignition.
Are you certain this is okay?
No, but just give it back as soon as you can, okay?
I can't thank you enough for this.
But why do you look identical to Mizuki?
Izzy, hold on tight.
Okay.
Do you know where you're going?
Well...
To the ends of the earth.
All right. Let's go!
Ah, a high-speed vehicle. Yes.
Bye, you two! I hope you stay happy forever!
Thank you!
My big sisters. You stay happy forever, too!
Again, her lips... It's just her. She's a ventriloquist or something. I don't know, but she's the only one with a consistent lip not moving problem. I don't understand.
Off they go.
Well,
they'll be fine.
ventriloquism, of course. Now, why are you an identical clone of Mizuki?
Huh? What's wrong? What isn't wrong? Fair enough. Can we talk? Yeah, but before that, we need to get rid of those guys.
Do I have to do more quick times? Oh, she is slightly taller. Okay, so they're not clones, and it's not a time thing. But they are from the same lab, so I'm guessing that has something to do with it.
These guys are idiots. We can't let them follow them. We gotta take them down.
Interesting.
So let's go, Mizuki. Mizuki! Ugh, damn it! I don't get anything that's happening, but fine. You and I are gonna talk about everything after we're through with this. Fine by me. Well then, let's start.
Are there quick times involved?
Yeah!
What? That's a reference to something, I'm guessing. I just don't know the reference. Oh! Alright, cool! We're not gonna have answers! Fantastic! I love to see it! Okay. That's just an ending. Yeah, no kidding, that's unlocked. Gadzooks! Yeah, you are here. No kidding. Well, I guess we'll end the episode here, for Pete's sakes. Anyways, thank you all very much for joining me. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please ignore me. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, ideas, suggestions, or requests, please leave them down in the comment section below. I'm mildly annoyed. Have a great 24 hours.